Hi everyone, I'm here at Porsche Preston. My friends at Porsche Preston have tried to get me in love with driving again. They've lent me a 911. So we've got a Carrera 4 GTS. It's one of the latest Gen 911s. It's got the new turbochargers, which have an electrical input to allow them to spool a little bit quicker. Throttle response is meant to be off the planet with this thing. It's been quite a few years since I've driven a 911. My mum used to have one, a T-Reg one. And luckily enough, I was insured on that vehicle, and my mum used to let me take it out. However, this is a totally different machine on how far we've come since then. Power-wise, not sure. Probably going to be pushing, I would say, 500 odd horsepower in this thing. It is going to be severely rapid. However, this is not what we're doing today. I think you understand my mindset with any vehicle, let alone a 911, is you've got to treat them with the utmost respect. It's really important. Throttle input, braking input, all to be super smooth. And we're just going to go and try and find some country roads and go and see whether I actually enjoy the process of driving. No issues. We got auto hold on. Don't know. Creeps on its own. No problems. Well, that's interesting thing. A little bit of tyre slip there as you're moving away. I've noticed that before when Porsche Preston lent me the Taycan. Under cold conditions with the tyres, it tends to slip a little. So, where are we going? Are we going right? Are we going right? Yeah, they tend to slip a little. It's just the compounds of these summer tyres. So that should also give us a little bit of a warning, if you like, to make sure all our steering inputs and accelerator inputs and braking inputs are spot on. My middle mirror does need a little bit of an adjustment, so I'm not going to do that just yet. Let's have a little look to see if we've got auto hold in a lot of the cars. You give it an extra press, yes, hold in the middle of the dashboard, and then adjust my mirror perfectly. If you get into a new car, sometimes you'll get set up, and quite often you just settle into your driving position, try and resist that temptation to do things on the move. It takes your attention away, find a little place to stop, maybe the set of lights. We've got a PDK gearbox. There's not many of these 911s that rear end swing. Don't want to scuff 100 and maybe 50,000 pound car, and that's probably what it is. Not sure if I was honest, but it's the most expensive car that I've driven in a fair while. There is a heaviness to the controls. There's a directness, but beautiful place. Seats, as always with Porsche, beautifully comfortable. It's well laid out. The quality is absolutely immense. Hides its speed really well as well. I tell you what is really nice, to get back in a car where you've got the view of the front corners. Cracking thing. We have got cruise control. We are not going to be messing about with that today. It's going to be an Ashley driving day. So a little thank you to Porsche Preston for the lend-off. I've done it on many occasions. Got in touch, can you lend me this, can you lend me that? Interestingly, they would have been happy to lend me it overnight. However, there's a problem, you may have seen it in the press, with the LED matrix headlights being can opened out of Porsches. So there's an issue with the insurance. It's the only reason why they didn't lend me it overnight. However, I think in a few hours that I've got it, we're going to be able to make our minds up whether I actually like driving or not. But interestingly, I've just noticed myself smiling. Okay, first roundabout, let's have a little look at the handling. I'm not going to, like I said, booted everywhere. It's going to be nice and smooth, but have a little look. We're good. Someone's at my front door. No need to signal. Let's get rid of that. There's not much sort of like engine braking. Signal is required there. This thing is immense. And it's not put on either. Just how it just stays just balanced and level and composed. And we're never going to get this thing to anywhere near its limits, within the speed limits and driving safely. So where the van a little close. Does that one come round? No. Give the van a little bit of room. The signal is okay. Sounds quite nice as well. Okay. First impressions, I think my smile speaks for itself, doesn't it? That's exactly why you don't go steaming into things. It's that simple. That could have been a whacked up, written off £150,000 Porsche. Simple as that. That's better. We've got a national speed limit road out in front of us. Thought if I've headed in this direction, we'll find something. We have. So, no playing about with the gears. Let's just see what this car and this automatic gearbox can do. We've already got a tractor up ahead, so I'm just going to make sure no one's overtaken. I'm not going to go too quick just yet. Okay, we're good. Have a go with the brakes. Yeah, plenty with them. Smoothness of controls. This thing is a monster. A bit of wet surface there, I was just got to be careful of. We will look to do an overtake if opportunity presents itself. But again, is it worth it? That one in front's doing 52, 53. That's turning. Okay, no probs. What a car. What a car. What a car. None of this electric rubbish. Sorry, my missus got an electric car as well. But they don't give you the same emotions. as a combustion engine vehicle. They don't. Nice little road I've found as well. So I've got to be careful of entrances. What I can't see. Little check, nick a bit. Brakes are good. A little bit narrower this road, so more of an issue. Did you notice how the previous road compared to this? Totally different level of the driving. You can't go at that sort of pace everywhere. But it was still important to be smooth with the controls. You got a hell of a lot of horsepower, a hell of a lot of torque. And even with big, wide rear tyres, you can comfortably light them up. I know you've got traction control to keep you in check. However, it will still unbalance things. But yeah, totally different type of road here. Be careful of people coming down. You can see all the tyre marks on this side. The wetness, the downhill section. So even though it is a national speed limit section, drive accordingly. Road does head off ahead. We're going this way. Slippy corner. I'm not going to give it too much round there. Again, it's just too narrow to make decent progress, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Well done, van driver. Top class, buddy. So smoothness of controls, driving at an appropriate speed for what you're seeing, never an issue. Give it a little squirt here. But then when I can't see again, slow. Super responsive engine though. What Porsche have done engineering wise with this unit is absolutely immense. Be careful, people cutting the corner, a little slippy road surface on the way out, so we're not going to give it too much. Oh, this is an awkward one. Yeah, we're good. The sound's immense as well. Definitely put a smile on my face. Taking this left turn as well. Tell you one thing already, even over the first getting on for an hour since I've been in the car, I can feel my left hip. I've got a little problem with my left hip at the minute, and just the seating position, my left knee is not knocking, but this central tunnel is angled, and my left knee is in an awkward position in relation to this as well. That's a little gripe about it. Open section. Situations like this as well, just be careful of the undulations in the road. When it is a bumpy road like that, you can suddenly get a big dip that can throw the car off. So we can get up to the speed limit. There we go. But I'm always trying to pick up on the little bits like that. Pedestrian in the road, so looking nice and far ahead. Driving accordingly, make sure they're not scared while I'm for jogging. She was appreciative of what I did for her as well. Like I said, alter what you're doing. Yes, try and have some fun where you can, but above all, safety should be top of the list all the time. Stopping power is very good. Gear change knows exactly what you want, when you want it, or the gearbox. Cracking thing. It would be rude of me not to show you the car. Looks well in red as well. I don't often like red cars, but special piece of kit. What do you think? Getting in is a different story. Just too old, that's all. There's a couple of seats at the back. However, as normal, you couldn't get anyone in there who's probably above a baby. But the fit and finish, like I said, is immense. Typical Porsche. Always wary of going through standing water like that as well, because I was caught out many years ago on a lesson with a student going through a puddle just like this one on the left. There was a big pothole in the middle of it. So if you possibly can, adjust your approach with the oncoming vehicles and arrive when they're not there so you can go around them. It's not always possible. Slow down if you have to. Truck's cracking on, by the way. There you go. When your truck isn't holding up a 911, good effort. He knows this road as well. He's allowing me still to have a fair bit of fun in this car. Brake lights. Okay. Get out and have a look. Car coming. Make it clear and obvious I'm not going to go through. Oh. But yeah, important point. If you are having a go, whatever car you drive, doesn't have to be a 911, but you get to speed limits very quickly nowadays. So effectively, the distances that you've got out in front of you come towards you much, much quicker and sooner. And especially if you ever get to have a go, you may be lucky enough to own one of these beautiful machines. But if you ever get in anything with a fair bit more power, those distances come towards you at tremendous pace with the acceleration that's available on modern vehicles. So treat it with the respect that it deserves. And that really goes back to what I was saying right at the start when we were in the car park. So in summary, I think you've probably seen by some of the footage, I have had a smile on my face whilst I've been driving this. It's an amazing piece of kit. It's beautifully put together. It's dynamic. It's still comfortable. Apart from one thing, I'm going to get onto that in a moment. But honestly, would I get one at this stage of my life? Probably not. Reason being is we've just rescued another Cane Corso or a Cane Corso. So we've got two. We've got Cali and Coco now. I think if I purchased a vehicle like this, even though it does put a smile back on my face, I think it would just probably be sat around in a similar manner that my motorbike was. And I ended up getting rid of that after just over a year. So I don't think, even though you would get smiles for miles in this thing, I don't think it would be something that would be right for me at this sort of time. It's an expensive piece of kit as well, to be fair. I'm not sure exactly how much it would be, but I'm suspecting it's over £150,000 worth. There is one thing, though, I'd just like to touch on. When my mum had one of these, she said about she was fed up with getting in and out of it. And I went, Mum, you're mad. You've got a 911. What more do you want? But I sort of get it. The older we get, comfort plays a bigger and bigger part. At the end of the day, I've just bought a Volvo, haven't I? And I'd just like to show you this of me getting out and in this car. Getting in's not as bad, but getting out with my old knees and the tiredness because we're training for the London Marathon is quite comical. I'm going to show you. So we get out I've got to put my hand on the sill. So my hand would end up getting dirty all the time. And you're that low down, it is awkward to push yourself up and out. Ugh. Hope you didn't see the crack of my backside there. So getting out, I get it, I understand. Getting in, not so bad. Suss that one. But if I was using it for just a fun vehicle and not necessarily a daily, yes, it would be my go-to. Brilliant things, amazing. Maybe one day, but not for now. I'm going to go and fill it up with fuel because I've used a little bit, and I'm going to try and give it a little wash before I head it back to Porsche Preston. Now, you're not going to get any discount by using the code Ashley, but if you are in the market for a Porsche, please go and see Giles at Porsche Preston. He's helped me out a number of times over the past couple of years with these lenses, so it's only right for me to, if anyone wants a Porsche, go and see Giles. But let me know what you think. Remember the stuff that I was saying about on the drive, about smooth application, about altering your pace and even how you accelerate. Think about these modern cars and how quickly that distance comes to you. Don't be caught out. Everything smooth, everything balanced, and don't go into things so quick that you can't stop. Keep safe, everyone. I'll see you soon.